How dangerous has the New York City subway become? So dangerous, I would not want to ride on it.
People, crazy people, homeless people.
So
I am right by New York City. I'm in New Jersey, and no, we can't pump our. We're not supposed to pump our own gas, but like sometimes I'll do it. The employee will scan their thing, they'll type it, and I'll just put it in.
city laws, these laws here, it's trash. It's a shit show. Excuse my language, but that's exactly what it is.
What would be your message to the people that take the subway each and every single day?
Be safe and stay over the platform. Don't try to get pushed over the red line.
I don't even know why that. I don't know why they have it so you can't pump your own gas. I think it's such a stupid law. There doesn't seem. I don't remember why.
You don't want to get shot, you would die, man. I got shot before, man.
The famous
This guy got shot in the subway.
New York City subway might just be one of the most interesting places in the entire world. It's a place where you can see Broadway level talent for completely free, crazy freakouts. Maybe you'll even see Jimmy Fallon and Bad Bunny performing undercover, or you could see a woman being set to flames by an illegal immigrant, or maybe a pile
see,
of rats
this is absolutely insane.
escape the blankets of a homeless man. With every day a new headline breaking from the subway, I wanted to see how dangerous the subway actually is and speak with the New Yorkers and the people who are considered to be the dangerous people of the subway. And here are some facts about the current crime rates on the New York City subway. Since the pandemic, crime is down 12% here in the subway. However, murder is up 200%, burglary is up 140%,
200%?
and felony assault is up 55%. And there's one man that lives here on the New York City subway. He's 52 years old and he has been arrested 88 times and released onto the streets here in New York City. He's been charged with things such as
That's a good record. He might hit 100.
stabbing people, and he roams and lives on the tracks here in New York City. New York City has 472 subway stations, some like this that are big and grand, and others that are a lot smaller. Now there are multiple ways to board the subway. You can either tap your phone and pay to come into the subway. If you don't want to pay, you can just step
He
over
did
the
it.
rail like that.
He
Or
paid.
you could wait for somebody to come outside of this door right here, and you could slide right on in for completely free. There's multiple other ways you can come into the subway. You can do this, you can hop over, you can go under, and technically NYPD should give you a ticket for hopping onto the subway without paying, but because of how many people constantly do it, there are so many people that do it, they'd be writing tickets all day. And the governor, Kathy Hochul, put up new spikes to prevent people from hopping over. However, I do not think it is working. You can still get right on over. Times Square subway station, I just hopped over, even though Kathy Hochul put up those new guardrails. Is that gonna stop teens and other people from hopping over?
Definitely not. I just hopped over myself. There's a lot of people doing it. It ain't stopping nothing.
And because anybody can somehow manage a way to get onto the subway, and with the subway running 24/7, it creates the perfect shelter for homeless people who do not qualify for housing because of addictions, mental illness, or other requirements that they do not meet.
Damn, that shit is so bad. It's free to jump it, yeah, but it's illegal. They're supposed to give you a ticket.
A perfect place to roam around 24/7. So how safe do people feel taking the subway?
But there's so many people doing it, they just can't stop everyone. And then the police are so busy in other areas stopping violence that they don't have time for that.
Do you feel safe on the subway?
Not really.
Why not?
Just all the news and
Not really.
You think about it every day as you're walking.
Where do you stand when you're waiting for your subway?
Pretty far back, definitely not too close. And when I am too close, I'm thinking about it and I'm like, I should move back a little bit.
You as a man, you feel safe taking the subway, right?
Yes.
Do you think women should feel safe getting onto the subway?
Depends. Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Do you feel safe on the subway?
No,
Do you think the NYPD is doing enough?
not that I'm seeing.
As a man, do you feel safe on the subway?
Yes.
If you were a woman, would you feel safe coming onto the subway?
No.
Do you feel safe coming onto the subway?
On a railroad, yes. The subway, no.
What's it like living on the subway?
Got heat in the winter, but after that, when ain't no other perk, you go to beach bum after that.
How
Oh
hard is it
my
to find shelter
gosh. Well, I mean, you migrate. He's got multiple locations.
here in New York
Maybe soon he'll unlock a new area.
City?
Plenty available.
Go to the mountains.
If you're a type. If you're a drug addict, you're looking for rehabilitation, you go to a type of it. If you're a convict or felon, you're a different type.
And are you on drugs or are you a felon?
Both. Built different.
A little bit of both.
No! No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
Patient for marijuana.
And what would you say to the New Yorker that is worried about getting onto the subway?
He's built different.
I wouldn't second guess myself and go against that. Just don't do it yet.
How would you describe the subway to somebody that hasn't ever been down here?
Very cold, a lot of rats and dark, and it's very dangerous.
Yo.
Very cold, a lot of rats and
The rat's like biting this guy's nose off, bro.
dark, and it's very dangerous too.
And what makes the subway so dangerous?
Just the people, you know.
It's rough out here.
The lack of cops. Anybody can just run in there and rob you.
How lawless would you say the subways have became?
The worst.
What do you do down here on the subway?
I'm struggling right now, so I ask people for help. I've been neglected my whole life, so I don't really have the chance to have close ones by me.
And should New Yorkers and tourists be worried when they come down here onto the subway?
Yes, but not really, because police officers have it under control.
And why should people be worried?
Because people are senseless. They think for themselves sometimes when everything is going bad for them.
Mm-hmm. And you yourself, have you ever seen anybody get in harm's way down here on the subway?
Yes.
And how many nights out of the week are you sleeping down here on the subway?
So I'll probably say 3 to 4 days out of the week. But my sister kicked me out the house because I didn't want to take my meds. I don't do meds.
Bro, as soon as this guy starts talking about that, and you're standing on the edge of the track, bro, and I'm getting out of there. I'm getting out of there. I don't know what he's doing on the edge of that shit.
Meds, cause
I don't know what he's doing.
What mental illness did the doctors diagnose you with?
Schizophrenia.
I was gonna say, yeah.
What do the voices in your head tell you to do?
It's like bad music.
I mean, yeah, he might be a nice guy. I have a friend who has schizophrenia. I dated a girl who has schizophrenia. My friend with schizophrenia. We were just chilling one day. He starts going crazy about talking about some shit. And I was like, dude, I love you, bro. But you have to go. I don't know where you're going to go, dude. But go see. He has a skateboard. I was like, go skate it out, dude. I ride a BMX bike. He has a skateboard. We would hang out at the skate park. Like, dude, you got to go skate this out.
No way.
He was fine. Just had a bit of a day or something. Episode, maybe. That's all that could happen. They don't take their medicine or something interacts.
You ever watch a movie and they had like radios playing old music? That's what goes on in my head, like music songs that tell me to do bad. That's the only thing.
And what do they tell you to do?
Tell me to get rich, to do anything, to get rich, kill somebody, or hurt yourself, or sacrifice a family member.
Wow, and have the voices in your head ever told you to harm somebody here on the subway?
Yeah.
Have you ever harmed anybody on the subway?
No.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how dangerous would you say this subway is?
Like a 1 if you chillax and sit down when you're supposed to.
Why do you think there's a lot of talk about how dangerous subways have gotten?
He brings the danger.
Because like the kids and the youth be trying to do too much. They be adrenaline rush.
Mm-hmm. We're here on the subway, we're up here in the Bronx. Right behind us we got blood smeared, looks like alien. How safe do you feel on these subways?
Well, whether you're safe or you're not safe, you have to go wherever you want to go. We're not safe anywhere.
Would you like NYPD to have more of a presence here on these subways?
Yeah, they are present, but they cannot be everywhere.
You think just taking the subway, you inherently take a risk that something may happen, and it's just some risk that everyone has to take?
It can happen anywhere, so you have to do what you have to do.
Do you feel safe riding the subway?
No, absolutely not.
And why don't you feel safe?
Because New York State and city has allowed so many mental health issues out of the hospital during COVID. So there's so many people out here that really needs the help and not getting the help. So it's dangerous to ride the subway because they're setting people on fire, they're throwing urine at you, they're doing all kinds of things. So I'm afraid because I have a disability and I'm disabled. So I'm afraid to walk around with things that I need to help me get around because I think they're gonna take advantage of me and hurt me. So I'm afraid. So I walk around in pain just to avoid anybody assaulting me or hurting me.
You trust that NYPD will be there for you when you need help?
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
Damn, Beery, these streets are insane, bro.
New York City
And I'm right outside of New York City. This is crazy.
Doesn't help. People get they assault you, they get arrested, they're in jail for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and they're
Nah, it's crazy.
on their own. So no, I don't trust it at all. I know for a fact that there's a lot of money in this city and a lot of things can be done for the people, and this subway can be done better with the homeless system. I think that they need to take care of us better. Us New Yorkers are not being taken care of properly. Even tourists come to this country and get hurt. It shouldn't be. I visit a lot of countries. I travel to.
Nah, see, they just sneak up on you with the piss bottle and whip and spray that shit in your face. It's not a
world. I feel safe when I travel, but I don't feel safe in my own country, my own city, my own state. I don't feel safe here at all. So New York City laws, these laws here, it's trash. It's a shit show.
It's like, surprise!
Our language, but that's exactly what it is. And act crazy about the mayor. I think the mayor is doing a hell of a job with what he has, for the simple fact that people turn their back and they don't tell you the real deal behind the closed doors. They're not supporting Eric.
Well, the competition is survival, and they're stealing your stuff. They're beating you up.
At all. And Biden didn't, but Trump will. He didn't leave the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party left him. And I agree with him because I feel the same way. I feel like they just abandon you when the need, and they just straddle the fence. And that's what they did to our mayor.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, no woman like you should be worried about walking around or even catching a subway here in New York City.
But I am. Every day of my life.
What do you do down here in the subway every day?
Nothing. Someone stole everything from me. I'm from a
no shit.
And
where are you from?
I'm from another country. So my passport and my driving license has been stolen.
And so how do you survive down here in the subway? What's some of the techniques that you use to be able to survive down here?
No techniques. A lot of people know I'm good, so they help me. I mean, some people give like $5, $10, I guess.
And do you sleep on the subway?
Oh yeah, sometimes, yeah.
How long can you sleep before you are woken up to be moved to a different subway or to be kicked off?
Oh, I think it's less than 5 hours or 4 hours that someone can sleep at one place, yeah.
And do you ever get a full night's sleep on the subways?
No, to be honest, no.
And because of the lack of sleep many of these people are receiving on the subways, it causes them to move around in a zombie-like state around the subways. Some of these people may be on drugs, other people just simply aren't getting enough sleep.
What's the most dangerous thing about taking a subway here?
Just sitting down. At any point in time, the train could just shut down. They're pretty old, outdated.
How bad has the mental illness crisis became here in New York?
It's been pretty serious.
And are you seeing a lot more mental illness walking around these streets and walking around the subways?
Pretty much. Yeah, I'm going through something myself. So I fight it every day.
And one of the reasons why taking the subway can be dangerous
We all going through it out here.
people who are mentally ill and have a hard time processing their emotions. America is really facing a mental health crisis. The National Institute of Mental Health reported over 50 million adults grapple with escalating anxiety and depression. Suicide rates have also hit all-time highs, and it's obvious new innovative solutions are needed. SSRIs, the top antidepressants, help many, but there's controversy with troubling side effects and overprescription fears fueling debate over how best to fight this mental health crisis. And that brings us to today's sponsor, Alzheimer's Neuro. Alzheimer's Neuro is a biotech company developing treatments for Alzheimer's, bipolar disorder, depression, and PTSD, conditions affecting over 43 million Americans. Their lead product, AL001, is potentially a safer, more effective lithium co-crystal requiring up to
50% less intake for the same benefit. Phase 1 and Phase 2 human clinical trials also confirmed AL001's strong safety profile, and with 5 upcoming studies partnered with Mass General Hospital and Harvard Medical School, AL001 could gain faster approval through the FDA's 505B Section 2 pathway, positioning as a potential replacement for currently marked lithium carbonate or complement to antidepressants.
Is this an advertisement to invest?
Imaging technology created specifically for these studies to validate the effectiveness of AL001. Alzheimer's is also developing ALZN002, patient-specific cell therapy designed to help the immune system to clear harmful proteins for a safer, long-lasting treatment. To discover more about Alzheimer's Neuro and their groundbreaking work, please click the link in the description. And now let's go back to the subways.
The New York City subway system is really amazing when you think about it. Just here in Grand Central alone, this is the largest train station in the world. It has over 67 tracks and 44 platforms, and it connects over 700,000 people to different trains each and every single day. As there are over 3 million people that use the subway each and every single day, you are taking a risk, just like when you get inside your car to go to work every single day. You are taking a risk as to whether or not the drivers around you will drive safely. Do you think driving or getting on the subway is safer?
So in New York City, I feel like the trains is not safer. I feel like driving is more safer. It's bad both ways, but the subways is always worse, because if you don't know how to handle or control yourself or pay attention to your surroundings.
I used to ride the subway 10, 15 years ago.
You get yourself messed up a lot. Me personally, I'm always on cue. You know, you just have to know your whereabouts, know what you have to do. Make sure that you're paying attention, your headphones is not that loud, and pray, you know, pray to God every day, because you never know what can happen.
Have you ever seen anything crazy happen on the subway?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of crazy things happening on the subway. A lot of things you don't want children to see, like, you know, men sometimes would golf on the subway. Like, you see a lot of crazy things.
So what would be your warning to people that have never taken the subway, that are watching this video? Maybe they're in some room in Indiana right now. What would be your message to them about how safe and what the experience is like on the subway?
Stay off your phone, pay attention to your surroundings, and
always be aware.
The thing I would say too is don't get confrontational with people. If you see something happening, just eliminate yourself. Take yourself out of the equation, okay? Because that's the best way you could stay safe.
One time I was here on the subway and I looked at a man. He said, "Hey, you Eli Manning looking ass. If you look at me one more time, I'm gonna blow your face up."
Was you staring at him, or you staring in his direction?
In his direction.
Yeah. So what some people do on the subway is you don't look at people. Don't look in their direction.
Where should
what
you
I
look?
do is I look on the floor. I don't stare at like a place for too long. Like if I'm standing up and I have no choice but to look at people, I try not to stare in their direction. You could still like look around a little bit, but just don't stare. Mm-hmm. The New Yorkers hate when people stare. They don't like that at all. Do not stare at people. But the subway is like it's like a jungle. It's hustlers. They trying to make their money. They aggravated. They real angry. You might meet some miserable people, miserable teens. It's just a whole bunch. It's a lot. But I would describe it like a jungle.
What's the craziest thing you've ever seen happen on a subway?
Saw a guy slap a girl with his.
Yo.
Yeah. Really?
She was sitting and he was just standing. He just went. It's pretty fun.
We're here with Brooker T. Jones, my mother. Brooker T. Jones, do you find it a little interesting that here on the subway, really nobody is talking to each other? They're all on their phones or taking a nap?
No, it does not surprise me at all, because we live in a world where nobody talks to each other anymore. But everyone just keeps to themselves on the subway.
How safe do you think the subway is?
Not safe at all.
And what do you think about them charging congestion pricing now, making thousands of people choose between paying high fees or hopping on a subway?
It's all a setup. They're doing it just to make people go on the subway. They don't live the everyday life that we live.
And why do you think they want people to take the subway?
Just to keep people out the city, you know. But they want the migrants to take it over. But it's not going to happen now.
How much are you having to pay every single day to come into the city?
Every day, maybe $40. $40 a day to go and come.
And if you do not want to take the subway to come into New York City, you then have to pay congestion pricing, which can add up to become a lot of money.
Just to go there, $40?
New York City is $9 for a normal size vehicle, and as of April 8th, they're still charging congestion pricing in New York City, despite Donald Trump signing an executive order to remove congestion pricing. And as I didn't know they could do that. A man came up to us and approached us for $5, claiming he was one of Beyonce's soldiers.
What's going on, sir?
I'm the soldier, Beyonce soldier.
A Beyonce soldier?
Yes, I need $5 in emergency. God will bless you.
Are you friends with Beyonce?
Not at the moment. Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
And does this happen every single day out here?
All the time, all the time. The last time I was assaulted on the train, that's the reason why I don't take the train anymore. I was hit by a tranny for being a girl. She told me go grab another pole. This was her pole. So I was like, oh my God. I was like, I'm not taking the train no more. I'm just walking everywhere I go.
So you were personally attacked on one of these subways?
Yeah, I was assaulted. Yeah. So that was my last time.
And would you say you have any mental illness or anything like that?
Schizoaffective.
Do the voices that come to your head ever tell you to do
bro,
anything good, or is it always just bad?
A lot of these people.
Torment.
Just all bad, nothing good.
Yeah.
What would be your message to the people that take the subway each and every single day?
Be safe and stay off the platform. Don't try to get pushed over the red line, man. Or you might get shot. You don't want to get shot, you'll die, man. I got shot before, man.
After speaking with people in New York City and going all across the subway, I think it's safe to say the New York City subway is not safe. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, give this video a like, and I'll be reading your comments down below. This is Nick, and I will see you next video.
Man, that is bad. Don't go there. And if you do, be prepared.